This Takealot store has made 89 sales in the last 6 months and it has generated over 30,000 Rand in revenue. But let's be honest, that is not the most impressive part. What actually matters is how much effort did it take to generate those numbers and how much of that revenue was kept as profit. Just a quick disclaimer before we start this video, I do not own this store, I simply manage it and I split the cost as well as profit 50-50 with the owner. And the exact product and store will not be shared, but it is the numbers that matter most anyway. So without wasting any more time, let's get right into the numbers. So just to clarify, I got rid of all the noise. I just left the quantity we sold, the fulfillment DC, the customer DC or the customer location, gross sales, the success fee, the fulfillment fee, and the net sales amount. That's all that's important, as well as the order date, but you will see it is a bit mixed because I had to mix it up a bit. Okay, so as you can also see, on some days there was cancellations. There was one return, I believed. Okay, there was two. Yeah, so 2 returns. That does hurt your business in the long run, but for the most part we had no issues with this. So after 89 sales in 6 months, this was the amount of revenue, 30,305 Rand revenue. The success fee for Takealot, which is a fee Takealot charges you to manage the back end to make sure everything runs smoothly in the background, was 2,817. The fulfillment fee, that's for them to prep the packages, the packaging they use to send it to your customer. You know, they always send so many boxes to your location. I feel like this is where most of our money is going. But that was 2,898. And then the net sales amount, so that's these two fees after the 30,000 Rand, which in fact is not our net sales amount, but that's the net sales amount that they pay over to you in your bank account. So what other costs are there to run a Takealot store? So here's the cost breakdown for us. When we need to restock, we pay 1,500 Rand and we get 100 items. We then break that into 2 groups, packets of 2 and packets of 5. We then do 25 packs of 2 items and then we do about 10 packs of 5 items. That's just to evenly split it. We then charge 225 for the 2 packs and 500 Rand for the packs with 5 items inside. That gives us roughly around 10,000 Rand worth of stock that we can then resell. So again, costs you 1,500 Rand, you can sell stock worth 10,000 Rand. So during the 6 months, we had to restock twice, which in total gave us around 20,000 Rand worth of stock to sell, plus around 10,000 Rand stock that was still in the DCs when I started managing. So that gives us a total sales amount of 30,000 Rand. I hope that made sense. Now let's quickly move over to something else. So with this, you also have the courier guy cost. I named that CG, courier guy. So let's say we restock, we buy the bulk packs of the item, and then I keep some with me. Then when the stock runs out at the Takealot DC, because remember, sometimes you are limited to how much of those items you can send to the DC, and you also have storage fees. If those items aren't sold within a certain amount of time, you pay fees on top of your existing fees just for having your items in their warehouses. So we tend to not try and overstock the warehouses. That's why around 2 times per month we restock the DCs. So that would then equate to around 900 Rand. That's twice for 6 months. The reason why we only pay 75 Rand for courier guy costs is because when you use courier guy as your main courier, when dealing with Takealot, they give you a discount. Then another fee you have to keep in mind is the fee of being able to sell on Takealot. So that's around 400 Rand per month. For 6 months, that equated to around 2,400 Rand. Then lastly, once again, the breakdown, Just 1,500 Rand to restock. We did that twice. That's 3,000 Rand. So all in all together, revenue for 6 months was 30,000 Rand. Net sales from Takealot was 24,000 Rand. After the costs of getting all the items to Takealot, shipping and using Takealot, all those fees, we are left with 18,000 Rand. Now that is profit in your pocket. But then again, I split 50-50 with the owner of the store, and then we each ended up with 9,000 Rand. Now you might be thinking, wow, that is a lot of effort for just 9,000 Rand. Well, that's where you're wrong. The thing is, this only takes me around 5 minutes every day, 25 minutes a week. On the days that I do have to restock, it takes me an hour to package and to send the items. Courier guy comes collect the item. I don't do anything besides packing, sending it off, and checking whether I have to restock. 5 minutes a day. And to be quite honest with you, I probably only check once a week. So that's 20 minutes a month that I go on to Takealot, check whether I have to restock or not, and maybe 1 or 2 hours a month just to send stock. All that for 9,000 Rand in 6 months is not that bad. It's quite a good side hustle, and especially if you are able to scale it, get more quantities going, then this is an excellent side hustle for you to try. You might not be able to start managing someone else's Takealot store like I was able to do, but you are more than welcome to try and sell your own product. Just make sure it is a good product that will have low returns, because those costs will eat you up. Then as well, make sure and try not to sell anything that's from Alibaba, AliExpress, anything that's very Chinese related. Those items tend to sell fast, but they also tend to break fast. Then you will pay the price. And lastly, I just wanted to say these were all items sold with natural marketing from Takealot. We spent no money on ads. We spent no money on advertisements outside of Takealot. This was all sold organically. We list the item and Takealot does the rest. Now we are fortunate and lucky enough that we are currently one of the only people on Takealot selling this very specific product. And I do believe that gives us a competitive advantage. But as you can see, we also don't do the crazy numbers that some of these other sellers are doing. But all in all said, I think the profit margins are quite high for this product, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone else to try and sell on Takealot if you can at least achieve a 50% profit margin like us. Thank you so much for watching. If you are interested in more content like this, please hit the subscribe button, leave a like, and comment down below what you would like to see next. I'm excited to hear what you guys thought of this video, trying a different style, and let me know. Thank you very much and have a great day.